The late 1960s in Northern California were alive with energy, but beneath the peace, a shadow crept in. Under moonlit skies, young couples seeking solitude became targets. A killer was out there, hunting, unpredictable, and terrifying. Fear settled over the Bay Area, changing how people lived and trusted. The violence was swift and final, leaving shattered lives in a paralyzed community. The police had few clues, only questions, and a growing sense of dread. He was not a distant nightmare, he was real. And he was out there. The nights were no longer just dark, they were menacing. The shadow over Lover's Lane had become a legend. The terror didn't end at the crime scene. For this killer, it was just the beginning. He wanted more than murder. He wanted fame. He began writing letters to San Francisco's biggest newspapers. In messy handwriting, he claimed responsibility and revealed details only the killer could know. He signed his work with a chilling symbol, a crossed circle. He called himself the Zodiac. The letters weren't just confessions, they were taunts. He mocked police, threatened more killings, and demanded his words be published. The Bay Area was held hostage, not by a gun, but by a pen. The Zodiac waged psychological warfare, turning fear into a spectacle. He was intelligent, arrogant, and relished the panic he created. The letters were a performance. The public, police, and press were his unwilling actors. The Zodiac was a mastermind of terror, making all the rules. Then, he escalated. He sent a cipher, a complex code of strange symbols. He dared authorities to crack it, promising it held his identity. The race was on. Cryptographers everywhere worked feverishly. The Zodiac had turned his reign of terror into a national obsession. The fear was no longer just physical, it was psychological, and it was everywhere. The killer's game was in full swing. The public was captivated and horrified. The Zodiac's legend grew with every letter. The police were desperate for answers. The killer was always one step ahead. The game had only just begun. The first cipher arrived in 3 parts, sent to 3 newspapers, a block of 408 cryptic symbols. The Zodiac demanded it be published or he'd kill again. A schoolteacher and his wife cracked it, but the message was chilling, not revealing his name. "I like killing people because it is so much fun," it began. He compared murder to hunting wild game, confirming the Zodiac killed for pleasure. The solution brought no relief, only deeper horror. He revealed his motive, pure evil, not revenge. The ghost had spoken, but his identity remained hidden. More letters, more threats, and more ciphers followed. The infamous 340 cipher stumped experts for over 50 years. It became a holy grail for codebreakers worldwide. In 2020, a team of private citizens finally cracked it. The world waited for a name, but found only more taunting. "I hope you are having lots of fun in trying to catch me." No name, just another dead end. The ciphers were monuments to his ego, designed to frustrate forever. The Zodiac's legend grew with every unsolved puzzle. He remained a ghost, always out of reach. The ciphers were not clues, but traps. The killer's identity stayed hidden. The mystery only deepened. The Zodiac's shadow lingered. Today is October 11, 2025, over 50 years since the Zodiac's reign. The case is hotter than ever, fueled by a new documentary and a book claiming fresh evidence. A new generation, armed with advanced technology, is searching for answers. DNA is the biggest game changer. Genetic genealogy, the technique that caught the Golden State Killer, offers hope. Investigators are re-examining old evidence, envelopes, stamps, ligatures, seeking a single cell for a DNA profile. That profile could lead to the killer or even a distant relative. Science may finally give the ghost a name, but hope is tempered by frustration. So many suspects, so many dead ends. Law enforcement remains cautious. Speculation is not proof. The bar for closing this case is high. Only scientific certainty will do. The public is energized, amateur detectives are digging, and police are quietly working with 21st century tools. Is this the year the Zodiac is finally identified? Or will it be another chapter of raised hopes and unanswered questions? For now, hope is real. The technology is real. The shadow may finally begin to recede. The world waits for an answer. Why can't we let it go? The Zodiac case is more than an unsolved crime, it's a modern myth. It's inspired books, movies, and endless fascination. The killer's persona, hooded costume, cryptic letters, taunting the press, was made for Hollywood. He created a character that outlived the man himself. We're drawn to the darkness, the puzzle, the story with no end. An entire subculture of amateur detectives has emerged. They gather online, united by the goal to solve the case. They scrutinize files, debate every word, and try to crack the remaining codes. Their dedication keeps the victims' memories alive and the pressure on for answers. But this echo chamber is complicated. It keeps the case alive, but also creates a fog of misinformation. Wild theories and baseless accusations muddy the waters. For every thoughtful analysis, there are a dozen conspiracy theories. The noise can be overwhelming. Journalists like Kevin Fagan have lived inside this echo chamber, feeling the emotional weight and the frustration. The public's desire for closure clashes with the messy reality of an unsolved case. The Zodiac story endures because it remains unfinished. The search for truth continues. Why does the Zodiac still haunt us? It's not just the brutality, it's the arrogance. He took control of the narrative, played a game, and in many ways, won. He was never caught, never held accountable. He vanished, leaving a legacy of fear and an unsolved puzzle. That lack of resolution is an affront to our need for justice. The hope for an answer never dies. It lives on in detectives, scientists, and the public. This hope is a promise to the victims. They are not forgotten. The search for their killer continues. Perhaps we'll never know his name. Perhaps he took his secret to the grave. The Zodiac may remain a ghost, a question mark in American crime. He's a cautionary tale about the darkness that hides in plain sight. Some mysteries aren't meant to be solved. Some monsters get away. But the search itself has meaning, a refusal to let evil have the final word. It's a testament to our desire for truth and justice. The Zodiac wanted to be remembered as an enigma. Our relentless pursuit is how we fight back, stripping away the myth. The story isn't over, not as long as someone asks, who was the Zodiac?